360 Defense Solutions, and today I'm going to go over my EDC carry pistol. This is the Glock 26, also known as the Baby Glock. Now let's do a quick safety check before we continue. Notice there is no magazine present, and there is no round in the chamber. The Glock 26 is chambered in 9mm and has been the most sought after concealed carry option since its release in '94. A market once dominated by the 5-round snub-nose revolver. The magazine capacity of 10 rounds is standard, and the highly accurate firing characteristics explain why the Glock 26 is the mainstay backup option among security personnel and agencies worldwide. Now let's go over a few dimensions here. The length of this pistol is about 6.5 inches, with a height of about 4.15 inches. The width is just a little over an 1.25 inches, which is pretty wide, but you're getting a double stacked magazine with 10 rounds versus the single stacked magazines with other subcompacts that you get with the 7 rounds. So that's not too bad. Unloaded, this pistol weighs about 19.75 ounces and loaded 26.12 ounces, give or take. That's pretty heavy for a subcompact pistol, but at the same time, we'll go over the recoil factor of that. The weight helps out significantly there. The trigger pull comes standard out of the factory at 5.5 pounds. You can buy trigger kits or trigger assemblies that run it down to 4.5 or even 3.5. But I chose to stay with the 5.5 because I'm just fine with that. It's not a big deal to me. Now, what you actually see in front of you is a 3rd generation Glock 26. I went with the 3rd generation versus the 4th generation after reviewing some forums and finding out that the 4th generation Glocks still have a few issues, little bugs to work out. So I went with the reliability factor of the 3rd generation magazine, or 3rd generation Glock 26. Now, since I said magazine, let's go over magazines. Now you'll notice this is empty. This is the standard 10-round magazine that you get from Glock. You get 2 of these when you buy this pistol. Now this is the flush magazine right here, and it fits in pretty good, but I like a full grip on a pistol, so I went with the Pierce grip extensions. This is not a +1 or +2, it's just a standard Pierce grip extension, and that fits just like such, and it gives me that full grip that I want. Now you can go with the +1 or the +2 grip extensions if you live in a state that allows more than 10 rounds capacity on your mag. I'm fortunate enough to live in a state where I can carry more than 10 rounds, but I chose not to go with the +1, +2. That's just my personal preference. Reason, because I also carry a Glock 17 magazine, which is another 17 rounds. That fits also pretty well in there, and it gives you that same full grip feeling that the Pierce grip extension gives you. Fits snug, no problems there. And I've fired a couple rounds through this thing. It's just as spot on as the standard Glock 26 magazines. You can also put in your Glock 19 magazines. That gives you that extra, what, I think it's 15? I don't know a Glock 19, but it's pretty good when it accepts a lot of different type of Glock magazines. So that's one of the great parts about having a Glock 26, and that's one of my reasons for buying it. Now, when you're feeling spunky and you want to go to the range and have a good old day, you can use one of these suckers. This is a 33-round magazine. Now, practically, practicality, if you want to call it that, I could not use this as a backup magazine. I couldn't even conceal carry if I wanted to, or conceal it if I wanted to. It's just too big. So that's why I carry the Glock 17 the Glock 17 mag. Now the reason why I purchased this pistol, I actually have been concealed carry for a while, and prior to the Glock 26, I owned a Kel-Tec PF9. The Kel-Tec PF9 I owned for about 1.5 years, and it was pretty spot on. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The one thing I didn't like about it was of course, the recoil. For those of you who actually own a Kel-Tec PF9 or have even fired it, you know about the recoil on a Kel-Tec PF9. It's a single stack, very thin, very light, subcompact pistol, and it's also chambered in 9mm. and that recoil just sucks. It's pretty bad. So the 26 actually has very little recoil. So that's why I like this pistol so much. And I'm probably going to be carrying this thing for quite a long time. This also fits into the system that I'm trying to put in place. I own a Glock 34, the reasoning for my Glock 17 magazines. The Glock 34 is just a little bit longer than a Glock 17 the Glock 34 is just a little bit longer than the Glock 17. Glock 34s are used for competitions, and that's one of the things I wanted to get into as competitions. So I went with the 34 with the advice of some forums and some reviews, and finding out that for IDPA, EDC, USPSA, a lot of people were using the Glock 34. And I actually have owned that Glock 34 for quite a long time, so it's been reliable, and that's, again, a testament to the reliability of Glock. Now, eventually, I want to own a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 that accepts the Glock magazines, and that would actually be the complete system I'm going for, because you get the foldable carbine that accepts those Glock magazines, and you can throw the 33 rounder in there. And then you got your 26 and 34. So that'd be the perfect system for me. Now I'm working to that if I can find a Kel-Tec Sub 2000. Now, reliability, range report. I fired about 250 rounds through this thing, and I have had 0 problems. I didn't buy this brand new. I bought it used, so the break-in period had already been taken care of before me. But, of course, with every brand new pistol that you purchase, it's brand new when you buy it every time, you want to take it to the range to see how it does. I've had 0 incidences with this pistol so far. And again, once more, a testament to its reliability. Accuracy, I can hit within a 1-inch circle at a 7-yard distance from a target, which is pretty good for me. Now, there are some advocates out there who like to say that, well, you can have this same pistol, but in 40 Smith & Wesson, and that's the Glock 27. It's the exact same dimensions, and you know, a lot of people like to go that route because the 40 Smith & Wesson does have more stopping power. I went with the Glock 26 because I find myself to shoot more accurate with a 9mm than the 40 Smith & Wesson. So that's where I go. Overall, this pistol has been outstanding, and I plan on carrying it for a very, very, very long time. So I hope you guys enjoy my review. Please comment. Like it if you like it. And again, this is Brian with 360 Defense Solutions.